Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. And do you know what today is? Well, it just happens to be Thursday, October 14th, 2021. And what is so special about that? Really nothing, unless it's your birthday or something, of course. But we did get the claims for new unemployment for last week. And of course, it came in at a pretty horrific number, 293,000. It's in the hundreds of thousands every single week. You can't make this stuff up. But that's the norm in the upside down, twisted environment that we live in. Isn't that just lovely here? Absolutely. But I'll tell you what is kind of funny in a way, and it definitely is not this jobless claims number for last week. That's not funny at all. But what is funny is the market reaction this morning to after the Fed announcement yesterday that they're gonna taper. They're gonna taper next month or the month after immediately. I mean, you gotta laugh at this. Immediately after that announcement, the dollar craters, 10-year yield comes down, and stocks pretty much did nothing yesterday, except for right now, stock futures are higher across the board. Dollar lower yet again, 10-year yield coming down, MMRI dropping back into the 80s. I mean, what a response from the freak show, because that's all this is. Most people, I think, who don't get this at all, would have expected quite the opposite to occur. Oh, yeah. The Fed's going to start tapering, dollar stronger. You would expect to see that, right? 10-year yield higher. You would expect to see that too, right? Oh, no, no, no. Because the market's laughing, as I am. It's laughing. The Fed will not do anything meaningful, like I said. Even if they do a taper token, a token taper, it will be meaningless. The Fed will continue to buy assets like you can't possibly believe. And the market knows that. Henceforth, why you're seeing dollar weakness since yesterday, 10-year yield coming down. The market realizes that the game remains risk on. And where can you see that? Oh, yes, in Greg Mannarino's indicator, the MMRI. Risk has dropped in this market. It's incredible. People, crude oil right now, about 81.50 per barrel, going much, much higher. You all know that. Energy costs are soaring. I mean, pick one. Bloomberg, CNBC, Fox. It's all about this new crisis. We go from crisis to crisis to crisis around here. Oh, that's what we're in. Another energy crisis. And yes, people are being forewarned that their energy bills are about to skyrocket this winter. But again, no surprise to you. You think this is it? You think we've seen all that there is to see? How about no? Absolutely freaking not. People, it's so out of control. Anyway, cryptocurrency is getting a bit higher today. Gold and silver doing very well. So this morning, at least right now, it's a very, very nice setup for a whole bunch of assets here. Market's looking beautiful. Gold and silver catching a bid. Crypto's doing well. Crude oil getting a bit higher. It's going to the moon. I think we all know that. The bad economic news will not stop. It's just going to keep on coming. And the reason for that is, you know why that is? It's the biggest secret. It's huge. Yes, our economy is shrinking at its fastest pace ever as a percentage of GDP. And the Fed is going to continue to do what? Right. Buy it all. That's what they're going to do. No end in sight here. It's unbelievable to me, people, really, what's happening, what's being allowed to happen. Because it must. You have to understand that. And you all know that. I was watching, I think it was Bloomberg this morning. I'm drinking my cup of coffee. And they're talking about soaring debts, soaring deficits. Like it's some kind of a surprise. The deficits and the debt, they're ballooning. They're getting so big. Who would have known? Who would have possibly have guessed? How about you? Okay? Absolutely. I told you from, a decade ago that debts and deficits would continue to balloon, hyperballoon. There's no end in sight here. It's the nature of the beast. But you see, most people have no clue. They don't understand this, even at its root cause. What's going on here at its core? At its core, debts and deficits must continue to balloon in this environment. It can't stop. The moment it stops, we go back to Mad Max. You have to understand that. It's out of control. It really, really is. All right, people. So look, in summary, lovely. Okay. We got a stock market poised for gains right out of the gate today. We got a weaker dollar, 10-year yield dropping despite the Fed saying, we're going to taper soon. Unbelievable. I'm laughing. Of course, we get another abysmal number. And you know, it's interesting. This jobs number that came out today, this jobless claims, first-time unemployment, it's being played up as if it's the second coming this morning because it's under 300,000. It's under 300,000. It's fantastic. It's tremendous. Can you possibly believe it? Make it up. I dare you to do. I dare you to do it. Can't make it up. It's impossible to do. But that's it. That's the way it's going to go. Anyway, people, with that said, you have a very, very good handle as to what's going on here. Cryptos are going much higher. Gold and silver take advantage of every single drop, although they've been doing very well lately. The debt is going to continue to balloon on a scale that you can't even possibly believe. Maybe you can if you follow this blog, but most people have no idea whatsoever. Every dip in this market must be bought. Every dip in cryptos must be bought. Dips in precious metals must be bought. Crude oil. The debt is going to balloon way, way worse. And that's the goal here of the central banks, especially the Federal Reserve, who's determined to fulfill their end game. What they started out to do, why they were created. Central banks were created to one day become the one world government. And we are here now. They want to buy more assets, and they will. With cash they create out of thin air, their product. It's insane. It really, really is. This guy loves you a lot. I will see all of you at the end of the day. Just lovely. I'm out here.